Hello traders, I hope you're all doing great. There is a specific phase that appears in gold almost every day after the New York session begins. A phase where the market becomes incredibly organized, highly predictable, and capable of producing some of the easiest trading opportunities you'll ever see. Most traders completely miss it. In today's video, I'll show you exactly how to identify it and how to take advantage of it. When the New York session begins, market volume increases significantly and volatility starts to rise. After the initial one or two spikes at the session open, if you watch the 1-minute time frame closely, you'll often notice something very interesting. Following those early aggressive moves, the market eventually reaches a point where it begins to calm down. Instead of making random and chaotic movements, price starts moving in a very organized and structured manner. Volatility is still high and the market is still covering a lot of distance. But if you look at the candles and the overall price action, you'll see that everything is happening in a smooth, orderly way. This is exactly the moment traders should be looking for. When the market starts moving with proper structure and order, it provides some of the best trading opportunities. The most successful traders don't just enter the market at random times. They trade during active sessions, and more importantly, they execute their trades when the market is moving with clear direction and clean price action. That is when the probabilities are highest, and that is often the best time to take advantage of the market. If you've clicked on this video, it clearly means that you're looking to trade during the right market sessions and enter the market at the right time, and that's actually a very good sign. Success won't come from simply memorizing the entry and exit rules. The real power of this strategy lies in understanding the deeper concepts behind it. Once those concepts truly click in your mind and you start applying them consistently, your trading results can improve dramatically. So as you watch this video, keep an open mind. Don't just focus on the setup itself. Pay close attention to the logic, the structure, and the psychology behind the strategy. If you understand those deeper principles, you'll be able to apply this method with confidence and discipline, which is what ultimately separates successful traders from everyone else. So let's dive in and break everything down step by step. Now, to take advantage of this structured market behavior, we're going to add a few simple indicators to our chart. First, we'll use the volume indicator. Then, we'll add two simple moving averages, a 9-period SMA and a 14-period SMA. These tools will help us analyze the market in a more organized and objective way. As soon as the New York session begins, you'll notice a significant increase in trading volume. And when volume increases, volatility increases as well. As a result, the market can produce some aggressive and sometimes random price movements during the opening minutes. Keep in mind that we're specifically talking about the 1-minute gold chart. Because we're trading on such a low time frame, having a low spread broker is extremely important for this strategy. That's why I've included the broker link in the description below if you'd like to check it out. Now, after those initial spikes and bursts of volatility, the market eventually chooses a direction. This is where things start to get interesting. The reason this move is so important is that during the New York session, especially when the London and New York sessions overlap, the market is filled with participants. Institutional traders, hedge funds, banks, and retail traders are all actively involved. With such a large amount of volume flowing through the market, price tends to move in a cleaner and more organized manner. When this much liquidity enters the market, it becomes significantly more difficult for large players to manipulate price movements or aggressively hunt stop losses. The sheer amount of participation creates a more balanced environment where price tends to respect structure and flow more naturally. Instead of producing erratic movements, the market often develops a clear structure and begins trending with order and consistency. And that's exactly what we're looking for. Our goal is not to predict every move. Our goal is to identify when the market transitions from chaos into structure and then align ourselves with that move. That is the core idea behind this strategy. If you truly understand this concept, the entry rules themselves become much easier to follow because you'll know exactly what type of market condition you're trying to capture. Now that we understand the core logic behind this strategy, let's move on to the actual trading rules. First of all, we want the New York session to be active. Volume should be increasing, volatility should be elevated, and price should be moving with strength. We don't want a slow or inactive market. Once the market has produced its initial spikes and early session volatility, we wait for it to establish a clear direction. This is where our moving averages come into play. The first thing we want to see is the 9-period SMA and the 14-period SMA aligned in the same direction. If both moving averages are pointing downward, we're looking for selling opportunities. If both are pointing upward, we're looking for buying opportunities. But the moving averages alone are not enough. What we're really looking for is structure. In a bearish example, price should repeatedly respect the moving averages. Let's say price pulls back into the 9-period moving average, gets rejected, and then creates a new lower low. After that, price pulls back again to the 9-period moving average, gets rejected once more, and continues lower. At that point, we're no longer looking at random market movement. We're looking at an organized trend. For example, in this area of the chart, you can see a rejection candle forming at the 9-period moving average. Price then creates a lower low. After that, price returns to the moving average, forms another bearish rejection candle, and continues moving downward. This is exactly the type of structure we want to see. Now compare that to an area where price is rejecting from the 9-period SMA on one candle, then interacting with the 14-period SMA on another candle, with no clear rhythm or consistency. In that situation, the market is not giving us the organized structure required by this strategy, so we simply stay out. However, once the market begins respecting the same moving average repeatedly, things become very interesting. Look at how many times price rejects from the 9-period SMA and continues lower. Then notice how price starts respecting the 14-period SMA as dynamic resistance. Here again, rejection, another rejection, and yet another rejection. This repetitive behavior is extremely important because it tells us that the market is moving with order rather than randomness, and that's the key concept I want you to understand. Whenever we have high volume, high volatility, aligned moving averages, and a market that is respecting a clear structure, we're dealing with a high probability environment. So once we see the first rejection candle and the creation of a lower low, we become interested. But when the second rejection candle appears and confirms that the structure is being respected consistently, that's when all of our conditions come together and the setup becomes valid. So, how do we actually take the trade? As soon as the New York session begins, give the market around 5 minutes to settle. During this time, we're not looking to jump into a trade immediately. Instead, we're waiting for the market to reveal its structure. Remember, our goal is to identify a market that is moving with order and consistency, not randomness. Once you start seeing that organized movement and the moving averages are aligned, pay close attention to how price reacts around them. If price rejects from the moving average once, that's interesting. But if it pulls back again and gives a second similar rejection while maintaining the same structure, that's where we become confident that the setup is valid. At that point, you can open a sell position, place your stop loss just above the recent rejection area, and target at least a 1.2 risk-to-reward ratio. Now let's look at another example. You can see that volume is increasing as the New York session begins. Right at the open, the market produces an aggressive spike. After that, however, price starts organizing itself into a clear structure. Notice how price is repeatedly respecting the moving averages and giving us clean rejections. This is exactly what we've been waiting for. A trader could have entered a sell position around this rejection. If you happen to miss that entry, don't worry. There was another excellent opportunity shortly afterward. As the market develops further, we begin to see a potential buying setup. Look at how price repeatedly reacts around the 14-period moving average. Here we have a rejection, then another rejection. As we move forward, price continues respecting the structure. A little later, we can even spot a morning star pattern forming around the moving average, providing additional confirmation for buyers. If you missed the earlier opportunity, the bullish confirmation candle that follows can offer another valid entry. Now, let's talk about a more challenging scenario because not every trade will be clean and obvious. This is where understanding structure becomes extremely important. One of the biggest mistakes traders make is forcing entries before the market has fully developed its pattern. For this strategy, we want to see the structure clearly established before considering a trade. In this example, although the New York session has already started, the market is still moving inconsistently. There's no clear arrangement, no rhythm, and no organized behavior. As a result, there is no reason to enter. Only later does the market begin forming a recognizable structure. The trend starts developing, price begins respecting the moving averages, and the overall arrangement becomes much clearer. At first, some of the rejections may look promising, but they don't fully satisfy our conditions. However, once price begins repeatedly rejecting from the same moving average while maintaining the trend structure, that's when the setup becomes valid. For example, here price rejects from the 9-period SMA, and then we see another rejection from the same area while the trend remains intact. This is the type of consistency we're looking for, and this is where a sell trade becomes a reasonable consideration. Always remember, not every chart will provide a perfect setup. Some trading sessions will be messy, some will be difficult, and some will produce no trade at all. That's completely normal. The key is to remain patient and only trade when all the conditions align. I hope you found this strategy helpful. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to check out the other videos as well. There's plenty more valuable trading content coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.